What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now in today's video, I'm gonna basically go through how you can make up to 250 million coins per hour Bazaar flipping. Now if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to be entered into the giveaway where I'm giving away MVP Plus or MVP Plus Plus or some gems. We'll figure it out. But let's just get started into the video. I have a couple of methods here, or actually a lot of methods, of how you can make 250 mil per hour. Now, to actually make 250 mil per hour, you need to do all of these methods, right? Because this is calculated of how much you do it, not per day, but per hour, I guess you could say. So what I'm going to start with is some flips you should always have going in the background. And the first one of that list is going to be Jacob tickets. People seem to complain in my comments that the tax makes these sort of useless, but it doesn't. So ignoring the tax, right? There's about a 2K margin on Jacob tickets, which means if this order of 5,000 sold or filled, we would get around 10 million coins, right? But 10 million coins, that isn't close to the 250 mil per hour, but usually you can manage about, I would say, 10,000 of these per hour. So that would be 20 mil, right? So 20 mil from Jacob tickets in an hour. That is pretty reasonable from flipping. Then the next flip is going to be Soulflow. This stuff as well, great margins, around 1,000 right now. It usually goes up to 2,000, but you can pretty much get 20k of this done in an hour. But I'm gonna do 10,000 for right now since I only got 1 billion on me right now. But so 10,000 from that, that's gonna be another 10 million coins. So far you're looking at around 30 million coins. The next flip that you pretty much gotta have in the background, and that is gonna be fine gemstones. You can pick whatever gemstone you want, but I would recommend peridots because they have the best margins usually. As you can see here, there's almost a 3k margin, and you can flip like 20k of these in an hour. I did that yesterday. I flipped an entire order of 20k. It was the only thing that I flipped, and it's kind of funny, but so that's actually gonna be let me think. 3k margins. It's gonna be. Oh, my brain doesn't want to work. Like 15 mil, right? I think so. 3k times 5. Yeah, 15 mil. I need to use the calculator for this. So that means that right now we're sitting at 45 million coins in an hour. And that's sort of the flips that you should have going in the background all the time, right? But now we're going to move on to the active flips, which is going to be the craft flips. So what I would go ahead and do is just put up an order of 32,000 obsidian, as well as 32,000 enchanted gold. Okay? And that is because both the Null Ovoids, if we go into Slayer recipes, the Null Ovoids and the Golden Teeth from Sven, these pretty much net you about a profit of 20,000 coins per craft flip currently, as of the last time I checked, which means 20,000 coins per craft flip. You can pretty much craft around 3,000 per hour. That's usually what it is. That's 60 million coins from both of those. So that's 120 million coins in an hour, just right there. And like, I've done this before. This isn't impossible. It's just takes some work, and you actually gotta put in the effort, and you need to have a little bit of money for this as well. But if, of course, it works in smaller scales, you're just gonna make less money. So right now we're sitting at 165 million coins in an hour. Moving on to the next flip that you've got to be doing, it has to be hot potato books. Each time you craft a hot potato book, or let me say it like this: each time you do 70k K worth of potatoes, you're gonna make around, I think last time I checked, it's about 8 million coin profit from 70,000 potatoes. So that's pretty good, and you can pretty much craft, like, you can do the order of 70,000, I think 3 times in an hour. That's at least the most I've done it, but you could probably manage more. I didn't really go crazy on it, but let's just say an average of 3. So that's another 24 million coins, which means that we are sitting at 189 million currently. Now, the last 4 flips is what's going to make up the difference and put us above where we need to be. It's going to be 5 more flips actually, because 3 of them are pretty much, or 4 of them are pretty much the same. Just put up an order of like 10k iron, 10k diamonds, 10k lapis, and 10k mithril. Okay, this stuff is really good because the margins aren't big, but they fill pretty quickly, they sell quickly. So let's say per order of 10,000 of each of those, you're gonna get around 2 million coins for each of them. So that's gonna be like, oh my brain, that's gonna be 8 million coins right there, plus the extra. Like you can do those 10k orders probably like, what, 5 times in an hour for each of them usually, which means that you're going to be able to get another 50 mil just from that. So that's why I would recommend just having one of those orders up at all times. And then the next and final flip is going to be Goblin Eggs. These are usually my favorite flip to do, other than enchanted wood. You could also do enchanted wood instead of Goblin Eggs, but I've just seen that Goblin Eggs are a little better recently in terms of profits than enchanted wood. Enchanted wood seems to be really competitive to actually get from the Bazaar. My orders usually never fill with enchanted wood. But yeah, if you just do these flips every single day, you're gonna average about like everything from, it depends on your budget, but everything from 100 to 250 mil per hour if you actually sit there and flip. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. Tomorrow's video, I got another banger. I'm gonna create a community page where I give out a little teaser about it, but it's gonna be a good one. But yeah, make sure to subscribe to be entered into the giveaway. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.